I guess for now that's fine. I probably won't keep that orc though. Actually, hold on. Let me get out of that. We want definitely not a 3. A 1? You gotta be kidding. No. 7s. We'll lose the 5. Like, you would be better than the orc just because you have what the orc has plus more. I'll spend that. You're better than the orc all around too. I like you. If you had gunnery implants, we'll narrow it down to there for now. Yeah, because right now colored shields are, there's only and those are modded, a few things for that. What, pretty much they're all the same color except what is in this mod. Like the orc shields are a majority. I correct that. Majority of the orc shields have a green hue to them. But all Star Wars, for the most part, are that bluish color, minus the Mandalorians, which are yellow. But that's because of the type Tiabana gas. What are you? You're orc, aren't you? Yeah, orc pirates. When I think about that, that could even have another color coming soon, because with the Yuzon Vaughn, you know, they had the organic stuff that might change too. Or they might not have shields. I don't know. I have to look at that screenshot that I posted to refresh the memory. Alright, so got that. Of course, it never really dawned on me, you know. Yeah, because it's the one group I like just because of the colors and the diversity. man, they're kind of brutal. I was listening to like Tyranid stuff, actually, actually learning. I completely forgot that there's no Eldar in here. What's the other one, like the Necro something? They're not in here. We're not going through that. The dev has put stuff up, like they have an ability. Let's see. You get through this, and while we fly there, I can look at the picture. Where is Discord? Let's see. Did it have... Yeah, it generates flux. It's got the whole, at least on whatever ship this is, warship, Bond warship. Let's see. Let's see, micro black holes could absorb laser shots, spacecraft, as well as almost anything else from proton torpedoes to concussion missiles. However, attacking in multiple angles could overwhelm the... that came out kind of fuzzy, didn't it? They can overwhelm the Dovan basals for 5.0 seconds, continue to build stress on Dowan Basel, would also reduce propulsion power of the ship by 80, 70, 60, or 50%, depending on the hull size. So it's one of those things, they can do the little micro black holes to kind of stop incoming shots, but the more firepower that is focused on it, you start overwhelming it. So not only does it start taking more damage because you're overwhelming it, it also, you heard the percentages there based on the hull size. The more you pour on it, the slower it goes. So it's makes it almost almost impossible. Well, I wouldn't say impossible given the ship size, but especially for the bigger ones, highly unlikely they'll be able to run away. Or let's see, or more ships with missiles in general. Yeah, I think the Broadsider was their big missile. It's just they didn't really use much in there. I mean, they should have, in all fairness. I know like the rebels and whatnot did, the Republic and other people, but not the Empire. No, I don't want any of that stuff. But yeah, it's difficult for them to do that because they were so, super weapon overwhelm. Now, when that could change with the generals, or not the generals, the warlords, the Imperial warlord factions, especially if one of them is from the, oh god, what was the black hole group you were mentioning? Was it the Maw? Was that, I think that's where the super scientific stuff was the Maw, where there was what, 5 black holes? So I remember right, isn't that where, like, in the later stories, like, the original I wouldn't say the original Death Star, but where the prototype was built that someone stole and got it from there, and then didn't one of the Skywalkers or Solo kids end up tricking them too close to those black holes to actually be able to kill it? 7 black holes. Okay. I knew it was one of those absurdly high numbers. Well, with more vanilla style ships. Starhammer. Yeah, I noticed that one. The ships in it looked really good. Whoop, hold up. This is gonna hurt, isn't it? No. What is, there's enough remaining first time Vista to improve one ship. I don't know. $400 and something crew. That makes up for my screw up earlier. Gemini, orc stuff. Whoa, hold on. Oh, that's debris field. Yeah, then once you had the one super weapon, that's Super Star Destroyer that was what, hidden in a star? They could fire the bullets and blow up stars. I know it sounds dumb, but I almost want to say it was called Star Killer, but I know that ain't right. To you. Sun Crusher. Whoa, hold up. No. Where is it? Yeah, I do like the Thrawn stuff. Especially, I mean, his was more realistic because, you know, he knew about, you know, we need to keep a little bit of this, and this. No, all right. It's like he used the interdictor classes, you know, as they should be done. Where is, oh, we're not even halfway up. I thought we were a lot closer to this than we were. Like, and the Lancer frigates. He liked Lancer frigates. I mean, Lancer frigates would have been and were like the rebellion's worst nightmare. That's Sora, maybe? Because didn't one of the warlords, well, that tried to take over and then calmed her butt down after she got put in her place after failing hardcore. If I remember right, or was it the older guy with the white mustache that, like, one of them had the Chimera, if I remember right. Tassi Dollar. That was the... I think that's her. That's the red-headed girl I'm thinking about, Fabrizio. The Natassi. Survey first. Tells special. Oh. That helps make a lot of decisions easier. Galactic Empire. We already got you. No, I'd much rather have transplutonics than your stuff. I like guns. Oh, what can we get rid of? It's uh-oh. I'm going to remember the shields first thing. Yasune. Ah, okay. So it was, she was one of the major ones, and then there was the guy I'm thinking about, the older guy that like even she, like all of them respected. I just remember he's bald or possibly shaved head, big, nice, thick white mustache.
Attacking target.
Talion, that's the name. I'll know him if I hear him. I think he... Didn't he die stopping one of Solo's kids after he went dark side? I think he died in that fight. Quit, you. Yeah, some of the old books, the lore was so nice. Like with the stuff it is now, if they actually do try to introduce Mara Jade, I don't think she'll be anything like she was. Keep forgetting I can pop you out. Of course, there's only a few books for technical, books that I read. I was more of the comic. Of course. Maybe she died? I mean, I know one of them died in that. There was a major player in that fight. Maybe it's been so long that I get so many kids from the the Solos and the Skywalkers and everything else. Especially since they all kept having twins. Like, we're brothers, we're sisters, we're this, we're that. We also like to have a high chance of having twins. How are you sitting on top of me? There's my weight again. Ooh, I get a story point. I like having a story point. All right, so we got that. We got you. We got you. We'll just go with that. Fine, we'll take it, then go back. Ugh. Yeah, Halo stuff. Not that. But now get out of the... We'll just use a gate. Really, that's the closest one? All right. 9.2. 10. I might as well just go the 9.2. There you go. At least then I can guarantee they'll be fine. No, get out of the... No, well, no. Almost made that not worth it. And then Jace. Are those the... Darn it, again with that? Oh, that's right. I tried to boost through. Never mind. See, that would be what, Luke and Mara. So then you've got all of the ones down Han's line. Han and Leia's line. Which one was it that did the huge Grim Slime? That's not one of ours. So, let's see, which one turned and was trying to do things to help fix the New Republic? I had Ben. That's true. Mara didn't live that long. And hopefully we're not gonna count, what is it, Clone Luke? Evil Clone Luke. No one hates me. We can get rid of that. From where they what? Got his hand from Bespin. Yeah, we could probably drop. We don't need that much. Rid of that. We can always get more of that. This we don't want to get rid of. And we're here. We'll restock a little bit. I'll need to figure out how to make droids. I should reread though a bunch of this stuff again. It's just after the two Dark Empires, I just kind of get bored because I just enjoyed the two Dark Empires, you know, Dark Empire, Dark Empire Rising. I just enjoyed those so much. Yeah, not a huge fan of you. Yeah, the stuff's just kind of... And you don't have to... I know it's always nice to know, have confirmations, you know, that kind of stuff. And I haven't saved in a while, so we got to be careful. But not knowing certain things is nice also. You don't have to answer all the questions. Having some mystery is nice.
We're going in.
You wouldn't happen to be... You are a sensor jammer. I want that.
Following your lead. We're going in.